Oops. Well,
Oopsie
that's a good way to.
daisies.
Well,
Oopsie
that's a good way to.
daisies.
How'd you look?
Yeah. So, welcome back to our second season of Newark by Night, where we sort of explore the world of darkness with our, well, not quite heroes, but vampires and ghouls in the city of New York. Not Newark, city of Newark, not New York. Thank you. Can you tell I'm out of practice? So, let us begin as we usually do. We're going to start in the daytime. During the day, we are going to drop in on Sage. She's waiting in an office, well appointed with brown wood everywhere, and a secretary is there, a woman named Edith. Very pulled together, very neat 50-year-old woman with her hair in the bun. And she is in the process of having Sage sign some paperwork. She will ask Sage, have you informed the rest of your friends who you're working for these days?
Not yet. I figured I'd let it settle before I announce that.
That's fair. Well, you now with that signature, you are now the owner of the building. Of course, we'll be making sure that all of the taxes and such are taken care of, but you're the owner of record, so you will get to manage the building.
Thank you.
Are you excited about having ownership?
I mean, it helps a lot. Makes my job easier.
No. The boss wanted to make sure that you were the one owning it and not Mr. Francis.
Of course.
But very well. Good luck. And she shakes your hand after you sign the paperwork.
She will shake hers back.
She quickly packages up the paperwork into a nice envelope, hands it over, and says, I trust that all of the other business matters can wait for another time. Have a good evening.
Thanks. I'll see you around.
And with that, we will shift over to Amelia. Amelia is sitting in her own apartment, working on a spreadsheet. Which she seems to be doing a lot of lately because she's been helping Alice and Prue's design house get up off the ground. It's a way away from being in the black. They're still negotiating deals to sell their first designs, the chain of clothing stores in the New Jersey area. And you know that Prunella needs to sign some contracts that you've got on your desk to finalize the deal, but given finalization and some time for the money to turn around, you actually will probably be seeing some profit off of that sale. How do you feel about that?
Well, in a weird way, this is kind of something that Amelia has wanted for a while before she got taken into the world of darkness, was to be able to help build something like this and make it successful. And so there is, while it is, there's still that little bit in her mind, it's like this is still attached to, Kindred. Still, this is something that I helped get off the ground too. And yeah, there's a pride with her too.
Well, as you're going over your paperwork, you can hear Ronaldo singing at the top of his lungs in his apartment.
What is he singing?
Angel of the Morning at the top of his lungs. Off key.
I am going to make a. I feel like either composure or resolve to concentrate on this.
By all means, make a roll.
All right.
It's not like you can get a messy crit as a ghoul or a
I know.
bestial failure.
I got 6 successes on that, no crit.
Okay. So
I'm used to this kind of craziness.
Yeah, he's been there for long enough, and you've been there for months at this point. You're used to it.
Mm-hmm.
But as you're working, your phone dings with the sound of a text message. And
Who is it?
It doesn't say who it's from. But the message just says, "Are you happy?" Now, with that, we are going to switch to Prunella, who always wakes up just a little bit too early. Always an hour or so before the sun sets. And you wake to the familiar feeling of a face full of Von Willebrand, your enormous fat cat, who has fallen asleep on your face. This
like
is not
he do.
Like he does.
Oh, shit.
Are you going to dislodge him?
Is he on my face?
Yeah. All right. So as you try and talk to him, he kind of gives you a sort of grumbly meow and then pats the top of your head to get you to stop.
And then I pat the top of his head to get him off my face.
With a little effort, because you are used to this routine, you manage to get him to leave your face. When you do, you begin to hear a sound in the kitchen. It sounds like somebody's doing stuff in the kitchen right now.
What, like pots and pans clanging or dishes getting done kind of noise?
Normally, for a long time, you would associate it with the sound you heard from Sage preparing a smoothie.
I'll get up and go out into the living room like usual.
Okay.
I still have all my toes, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Your toes are there. So as you go out and you open the door, you see Bryce standing there in an apron without a shirt on, actually working on cleaning the counter in the kitchen.
Wait. I walk out into the living room.
Uh-huh.
And he's on the inside of the counter in the kitchen.
Cleaning.
In as far as I can tell, nothing but an apron.
Yeah.
Bryce, honey, do you know where you are?
Oh, hey, Prunella, I thought I'd clean up.
Did you think you might wear clothes?
Oh, I mean, my shirt's in the bedroom. I was just
More concerned about pants, dear.
Oh, I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing pants.
Prove it.
Okay. And he walks up from behind the counter, and he is, in fact, wearing pants.
Oh, that sucks. Well, good.
Look, I was
nice to see you up and around.
Yeah.
With your mind still working. That's good.
Yeah. Well, we've done a lot of work on that front. I haven't had any problems for a bit, so that's good.
How's your pop?
Uh, he's good. He seems to be settling back in. Things have quieted down. Nobody's trying to take his position anymore, so he's.
I mean, right now.
Yeah, he's been working with some new people, but he's good.
New people.
I mean, his organization got kind of ripped apart during the whole fighting, so he's got to.
Don't say.
Yeah. So he had to hire some new people.
Hire. He pays people to uphold the Masquerade and stuff.
He owns like a dozen businesses, right?
And those businesses run his little underworld.
Among other things, yeah.
So he asked some of the business owners to take on positions like being the new jackass of the Toreador and stuff like that.
Doesn't quite work that way, but yeah, he handles a lot. The organization handles a lot of the stuff that keeps the Masquerade safe in Newark. So
wait, let's rewind. We could be getting paid all this time. Do you get paid?
I mean, yeah. I get health benefits.
I'm just gonna have a meeting with your pop sometime soon.
Oh, I mean, all right. I'm sure he'll be glad to talk to you.
I don't know.
Look, it's been a while since he
saved your life. Yeah, been a while.
Yeah, he. I mean, he did pay to repair the damage to your wall.
Well, of course he did. He put the hole in it.
Yeah.
With my body.
Yeah, I know.
Do ya? You were kind of.
Yeah.
Tied to a bed at the time.
I know.
And I know normally that would have been just thrilling for you, but I'm sure it had its high marks even under those circumstances.
I think I'm pretty sure Sage would like me to stop talking now. So I'm going to go back to cleaning. How about that?
Cool. Could you put some food down for Willie? I don't want
to
one of my toes again.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And then we will switch to Ollie. Ollie takes longer to wake up. Obviously, he's not quite as human as Prunella. As you come to and you begin to rise up, when you sit up, you see on your wall a new addition. It's a poster of Liberty Island. It's very stylish, very pretty, very tourist baity. And next to it, pinned to the wall, is a picture, a selfie, that was taken not on Liberty Island, but from the shore, with Alice and Miranda and you. Miranda is your adopted child, and she looks at you like you just said something that pissed her off.
Kids these days.
But as you look at this and sort of take it in, what do you feel?
Oh, frustration, helplessness, I think. but also mild optimism. Like being able to, even if the adopted child is not the happiest in the picture, it's kind of nice for Ollie to have someone who kind of depends on him. So, but also somebody who would really like probably for him to be able to do something about their current situation on Liberty Island. So it's very mixed feelings.
Okay. Well, as those mixed feelings kind of roll through you, you feel that familiar compulsion to go and make art.
All right, rouse check passed, and blush check passed. I'm gonna blood surge this. Yeah, is that cool?
Yeah.
Also passed. Okay, well that's good news. All right. It's not my best work. 3 successes.
Okay. Well, it's not the worst, but it's not the best. It looks all right. It looks like you've done. It is keeping your skills going, which is the best you can say about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the best I could probably say about it.
Okay.
Given that the last one I made that I was proud of was significantly better, I think that's mildly disappointing, but we'll go with it.
So, Sage, you make it back to the apartment. And as you come walking up to the front, you are waved at by a familiar priest who walks up and down the street from time to time.
Evening. She'll wave back, like she'll be polite.
It's good to see you. Good to see you. Going to take me up on the once a month potluck this time?
Adjusting to some new things. Had a bit of a rough past month.
Oh, well then. Take care then. And he'll continue walking down the street.
She'll watch him before walking in to the building.
And as you walk in, you too can hear Ronaldo crooning away, as he is apt to do. Seems to be singing something about disco fever at this point. You're not really clear because it's loud and muffled by the walls and hard to make out the words.
We'll take care of that later. As long as the power stays on and doesn't surge, we're fine.
Yes. And as you walk through the front door and into that hallway on that level where Hilly and Amelia have apartments, there's a cow in the hallway.
Katie forgets the cow's name, but she would say hi to the cow. She'd just be like, hello, cow name here. Give her some head pats and just continue on. Just like, this is my life now. This is my life now.
And do you check in on Amelia before you head up?
Yeah, she would go and knock and just check in, see if she wants to meet up at the apartment.
You're muted.
It muted me?
Not you.
Oh.
No, I am. Sorry, I dropped a bunch of paint everywhere. They were still in bottles. No accident. Yeah, she'll open the door and with a little bit of a smile, be like, "Oh, hi. Yes, I will definitely join you. In fact, I got to get Prunella to sign these forms so that way We can start getting the factories started on the initial production run. And I also need to talk to Ollie about potentially getting an exhibition for the Newark Museum of Art for the next month. So,
I mean, we could always put on smaller stuff at my shop, though. You know that, right?
yes, but what's the problem with shooting for the moon, right?
Well, if you miss your land among the stars, hopefully.
Exactly. Yeah. And she'll like pull out grab a bunch of papers, put them into a folder, and it's like, shall we?
And as you are heading out, Ronaldo comes out, and he is wearing boxers and nothing else, of course.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
And he says, have any of you found my clothes?
Do you want me to help you look, Ronaldo?
Where did you last see your clothes?
On her. And he points at the cow.
I don't know. I'm not even going to question anymore. I shouldn't be surprised with half the stuff anymore with you, but...
I'm not exactly sure where to look if your cow, Bessie was the name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how we would find your
Tell you what, I'll question her in private. And he grabs the little cord around her neck and guides her back into his apartment.
Best of luck.
I swear. You'd think I'd get used to this by now.
Yeah. And instead of what you might expect from the smell of an apartment that has a cow in it, you smell ozone coming out of his apartment.
Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God.
Once again with the electricity. Okay. It's not like I've been living next to that for a month.
We could always move you if you want.
Oh, no, actually, I'm perfectly fine. This is nothing compared to what I'm used to.
And as the two of you make your way upstairs, we find Prunella, Bryce, and Ollie is just finishing up his artwork.
Hi, everybody.
Sage will go over and greet Bryce. I'm sure this has been routine by now since it's been about a month.
Yeah, he'll give you a somewhat chaste kiss. And it's like, I've been cleaning up the place.
Appreciate it. You don't need to do that, though. You don't live here.
I slept over. I figure I should do something.
Now, what's a good boyfriend for, if not to help you clean your house?
Is that what boyfriends are for?
Sometimes.
Yeah,
Why, what do you think
don't
boyfriends
tell him
are
not
for?
to clean. I love that it's clean. Please let him clean.
If you want, I'm just saying it's not his responsibility. I ain't gonna stop him.
Prunella will leave and go off into her room and come immediately back with a really ugly purse, orange and fuzzy with flowers. And she's just gonna unzip it, and the zipper has ridiculous keychains all over it too. This is a blast from early 2000s kind of past. And she's gonna come through and find a tiny little purse that she will open almost like a grandma and pull out $20 and offer it to
I really don't need the money.
No, I really appreciate it. And don't even think of it like paying you. It's a tip, and you did great.
With the context of his outfit and calling it a tip, that's a little awkward since he's my boyfriend.
Yeah, I did not take his shirt off. He took his own shirt off.
I mean, I didn't take his shirt off.
I wake up and there is a half-naked man in my kitchen. There was no note, hey, by the way, clean shirtless. None of that happened.
So, as you're arguing about whether or not he'll take the money. He's like, I really don't need the money, but I appreciate the thought.
Just please take it. If it'll get her to stop.
And
Okay,
at this
fine.
point,
Just not hiding it and
Amelia will attempt to distract Prunella. So I have these contracts here with Vishal Enterprises, and with your go ahead, they can start our initial production run. I do want to go over a couple of things with you, but really, it's just to make sure that everything is as well as we can get it.
Prunella's never had the urge to use a discipline on one of her people before.
What?
She just doesn't want to, and my first thought was like, I should just dominate. It's like cloud memory. All right. Now back to the shirtless cleaning. She'll just go, whatever you
boyfriend
want me
alone.
to sign. I don't know why, but I do in fact trust you
So 2
more than
phones.
some people, and she's gonna very pointedly look at Bryce and Sage just because of recent past. Just like, I do trust you more than some.
So 2 phones ring at once. Sage's phone rings and Amelia's phone rings.
Well, that's suspicious.
You're telling me.
She's gonna look at her phone.
Okay. It is Sage. The one on your phone is Mr. Francis. The one on Amelia's phone is Alice.
Is who?
Alice.
Oh, Alice.
Sage is gonna go into the
Gotcha,
hall to answer this call because
Okay.
I feel like I know what it's about.
Oh, why?
Hi,
Why would
Alice.
she want to go into the hall?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm worried.
A little worried.
I'm worried as fuck.
All right.
We'll get Sage's phone call first.
Everyone
Okay.
Sage's phone call first, apparently.
All right, Sage. You step out, answer the phone. You get, hello, Sage. How's it going?
Francis, it's going. How are you doing?
Oh, you know me. I'm always in such a wonderful mood. I thought I might swing by later. I have some things to talk about with the Kodori. I'm still the shadow, you know.
Of course, of course. What time are we expecting you? We're currently doing a little bit of house cleaning.
Oh, I should be there in the next, I don't know, half hour or so. Unless you have a reason why I shouldn't.
Not unless you want to contribute to the tips of our cleaner.
Who's the cleaner?
Apparently Bryce today.
Oh, well. You're tipping him?
Prunella is. I don't think she realizes the context of the tip.
Oh. Oh, I didn't know he was that kind of cleaner. Maybe I should hire him myself.
No.
Oh, well. You know, you might want to point out to her that he could buy and sell you her business 10 times over, right?
Yeah, it's Prue.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Any reason other than normal coterie stuff that you're coming over? Should I forewarn them to make sure that they don't?
No.
Just the usual?
Just the usual. You know me. I have to check in from time to time, give you some updates on the things you don't know. We have some work that might be sliding the coteries' way soon, but not this time.
Sounds good. I'll let them know that you're on your way. Should be here in about a half hour, you said?
Oh, yeah. It'll be fine. And we will switch over to Amelia's phone call.
Hello.
Hi, Amelia. Listen, I was going to come over, bring Miranda with me. You said something about signing paperwork, and
Yes, I just got the contracts printed out and ready to be finalized here.
okay. Do I need to bring anything?
A pen, but other than that, I think we're good to go. I mean, you sent out the tech packs, and the designers kind of liked what they saw, so.
All right. Well, I'm glad that worked out. Sometimes things have been testy over there lately. Is it okay now?
It's okay to come over, I think.
Okay. Me and Miranda will be there.
Sounds good.
All
We'll
right.
see you soon.
See ya.
And Alice and Miranda will be coming over shortly just to go over the last little bits of that paperwork.
Oh, excellent. Paperwork. Yeah.
Stage will walk back in. Francis will be here in about 30 to discuss coterie stuff.
Apparently, we're just having a whole party.
Is that why you're cleaning, hon?
No, actually, I don't know, I woke up and kind of wanted to, well, you weren't here and I didn't know what to do with myself, so I decided to clean.
I had to go sign some papers.
Oh, yeah, it's that thing. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Figured I'd stop at work on the way here.
Y'all
Okay.
aren't being really suspicious at all.
Not mine to tell.
Do you have news, Sage?
Yeah.
Who was that?
Well, on the phone, that was Francis letting us know he's going to be here in 30 to discuss coterie stuff with us.
But I'm interested in what papers you are signing.
Storyteller, was it the apartment building or was it my shop building? It was?
The apartment building, yeah.
Well, the papers I signed mean Francis doesn't own the building anymore. I do.
Oh?
How?
You could say it's my new boss.
Oh.
I would clarify very quickly.
You know how I wasn't doing well since Feather left?
Yeah.
I'm under new employment.
I gathered that.
Now, is it Francis
No,
or
God,
did?
no.
Okay, thank you. But,
Honestly, I don't care who it is now. Well.
Okay.
Ugh.
All right. So it's not Francis, so we can all breathe. But so your new employer bought the building for you.
Is he your pop now too?
More or less.
Ugh.
I also
Because he
don't
needs
have
more children.
I don't have the abilities I had anymore. I can't see like Feather did.
You're also not smoking nearly as much as you used to.
I'm sure not being anxious all the time is nice.
No, it wasn't really, I mean, I guess it was anxious.
So who's the new boss?
Oh no.
I'm sorry. Wait, I didn't.
Gold's my new boss.
Oh.
I'm one of
Grandpapa.
Gold's
Like,
ghouls now.
really, who else could have bought that building?
I mean, the plenty.
He-
I could have bought the building. I've sold the paintings in my bedroom more than the storage unit.
He didn't want Francis to own it.
That's fair.
How nice.
Understandable.
So do I pay you rent then?
Yeah. You just give it to me and then I take care of it.
Or
So are you gonna let other people move into all the empty apartments?
Not right away. I want to like fix it up a bit.
There.
I don't want it to
that
be.
Make sure
Yeah.
the electrical is up to code. You know.
Yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
definitely do that. That's
Maybe
the
redo
first
the
thing.
whole HVAC system.
mean, yeah, we could probably move Miranda in if we have space.
Yeah.
I like to keep her closer.
Out of character, it's only the 3 apartments that are occupied, right?
Yeah. Only the
Yeah,
3.
it's only the penthouse, which we have, Amelia's apartment, and Ronaldo's apartment that are taken.
Yeah.
And as you're talking, Bryce is moved into the living room and he picks up the leather jacket. He's like, whose jacket is this? And Prunella, you will know it is Hawk's. That he left it there the last time he was here.
Which was
A few days earlier.
a few days. Lovely.
Waiting
gonna-
to see the
she's gonna-
reaction.
She's gonna take it, and she's gonna look through the pockets.
Okay. There is a copy of a collected writings of Plato in one of the pockets.
Is there a page mark?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that to you. You're gonna be like, damn it.
Does he annotate his books? Does he write in the margins?
Oh
what,
yeah.
what are some important
Does
quotes
he
from
write in his
Plato?
No, he does not write in the book. He also doesn't fold the
I want
page
to
down.
will Prunella to not care, but I personally do.
Yeah, he doesn't write in the book. In fact, he doesn't have a bookmark.
I'm sure good memory comes of age.
Mhm.
And then she's gonna like hug it to her and walk off to go put it somewhere nicer than thrown over a couch.
Okay. It does smell like him.
I thought that was a given.
Yeah.
And she says, we're the suspicious ones.
Uh-huh.
Looking to Bryce.
Hey, you know.
I'm not
as long as
over
it-
here double talking about paper.
as long as-
Listen, I was waiting for y'all to be in a good mood before I addressed it.
I'm in a good mood.
We'll see how
Ish.
good a mood I am in. When
I mean,
Francis gets here.
I mean, with the way you're holding that jacket and that book, I'd say you're in a pretty good mood.
We'll see how talking to Francis goes.
If you saw the garbage piece that I made this morning, you would not be in a good mood either.
So Prunella's gonna
It's
like
not that
lean
bad.
over and
I'll
look at
snap out of
Ollie's
it.
room. Like, is it garbage?
I mean, it's like, not as good as a lot of pieces he's made recently. So it's kind of garbage, yeah.
So, as the lot of you begin getting around to your various things that you need to do, you do hear a knock at the door.
I'll get it.
Oh,
Nolly, just go open the door.
All right. And standing there is in a sort of sleazy suit, glasses that he doesn't need but wears for outfit, Steve Francis.
And Ollie's look of sort of mild excitement sort of dwindles from him. Steve, come in. Yeah, I'm sure everyone's very
Ollie.
excited to see you.
It's always a pleasure. How are you?
I've had better days, Steve.
Oh.
The art's been rough lately.
Oh,
Just
wow.
not really feeling it.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That's unfortunate.
Did you find a good place for the piece that I gave you?
I did. It's in my office.
Excellent. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yes, and it inspired me to collect some of the other pieces for my own work. It'll be great.
Good. Fantastic. Well, come on in. Everyone's, I'm sure, very eager to see you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, the crowd's all here.
Most of us. The rest of the party's getting here in a little bit, but
Oh, yeah. Well,
yep. Got some
How's
business
every-
deals that are being worked on.
oh, well. You're very useful.
I'm aware of that.
And he gives you a look of appraisement, like he's appraising you.
Keep it in your
No.
pants, Francis.
What? I'm
Don't
always
want-
looking for good talent.
My talents.
She's been engaged.
Well, I might be able to offer some compensation.
No.
And you're giving me shit for offering this boy a tip?
Just no. What do you need, Steve?
Oh,
it
right.
doesn't involve Amelia because that's off the table.
Okay. Well, here's what's going on. I thought I'd give you an update on the whole Eileen front. She has been disappeared since the night you all saw her last.
I would rather know where she is, but not seeing her will work, I suppose.
That gallery that she owned that you were showing pieces in, they stopped getting payments. The place is shutting down.
No.
Sorry.
I wonder if I can arrange something. I'll figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
We've had
Don't
a
worry,
bit
I've
of
got
an exodus lately. Namely, all of the Malkavians are gone.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just Feather.
When did they go?
About a month ago.
All within the same 48 hours?
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
Probably that damn tree.
He's talking about the web.
Oh, is that the crazy Malkavian thing?
Yeah.
Hey, don't say crazy. That's not nice.
It's the Malkavian thing.
All right. Well, all of them are gone, but we haven't been able to find any of them.
Huh.
None of them went to New York. I know Feather did a thing a month or so ago, asking them to go there when we were dealing with the dragon.
Did that?
All of them? Even
Did it also extend to New York?
Well, there are some in New York, but none of the ones from here are over there.
Okay, so the ones that are still over on that side of the fence, they're still there.
Yeah,
They haven't left.
No, they haven't left.
Okay.
The one fellow keeps changing his name. Nobody's seen him since the night Feather disappeared.
Well, at least she's not alone.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, assuming they all went in the same direction. I don't know.
How are you feeling about that, Mr. Francis?
Well, I get a little nervous when all the mouths go quiet. It's usually not a good sign.
No.
It's like when you suddenly see a sudden rise in the death of Nosferatu in the area, that's usually also a bad sign.
Are you saying that there has been a rise in deaths of Nosferatu in the area?
Oh, no. But they are being quiet. They're still there. They're just not coming out much.
It's like that quiet before a tsunami when the water pulls out. You're just waiting for it to come and crashing.
Storms, let's get down to business. Do you know any Hakata?
Yeah, I know a couple.
Know any particularly very talented ones?
I know some Putanescas. They're not exactly the funnest people to talk to, but some of them have some skill.
Well, a fun one visited my friends. I wasn't here.
Oh, you mean Liz?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's an ally of Eileen's.
No shit.
Yeah.
And no more of that.
But
she's a Gorgon, right?
Yeah.
We liked our ghosts because they were helping. And now I'm afraid that something's happened to them.
Well, I can't see Cecil anymore, so I don't know where he is.
I would prefer to at least maybe know if something was done. And maybe that's a way to find Miss Eileen.
Is
Do you
the
still have
problem
his
with that
journal?
is
Do we what?
His journal.
Me still have it, but I don't know where it is.
I know where it is.
Do we know about how much of the secret blood from next door was taken? How much survived?
We moved it.
Secret blood, you say?
Don't
yeah,
worry
look,
about it.
we're not
Frank.
keeping secrets, Marty, guys. Yeah, it doesn't get to be rewarded.
Huh.
We came upon a stash.
Did
We
you
were
now?
investigating it.
Unfortunately, Eileen showed up and kind of fucked things up for us.
And we had
Fucking
another
invest-
ghoul looking into the computers there, older set. And once we figured out that stuff, we were gonna tell you.
I didn't think you were able to get past that ward.
You put the ward there?
I put it all there.
So you know about the dead body as well. Who was that?
Can't tell you all the fun.
Huh.
Hmm.
Let's see.
If you have nothing else, Prunella.
Oh,
Go
I
ahead.
had, yeah,
long list.
Ollie.
Yeah.
I did have some. You asked me about the security details over on Liberty Island.
Yeah. What do you know about that?
Oh, looks like, well, we could get the place shut down, but I don't know where they'd move everything.
We can get this the facility shut down, and you think they might move him?
Yeah. Turns out that Second Inquisition doesn't like the light of day. Most
Yeah.
of what they do is illegal. So getting them published in the papers, they don't really like that much. We could do that, but we don't know where he would be if we did that, because they would definitely move him.
If we could find out where they might move him, we might be able to retrieve him during transport, maybe?
It's a possibility. If that's something you want to work on, I can certainly look at the possibility.
Yeah, I'd like to work on it. I think it's time to do something about it. Besides, do we really want them this close to our backyard? If we can avoid that,
Oh, they're going to be in the area somewhere.
fair.
New York's got too
Fair.
much of a history.
Yeah. At least it would be a less isolated facility at very least. We can track it.
But, we can work on something, but we know where they are right now. If we make a move, we don't know where they'll move to, and they'll still be in the area. At least there, we can monitor them.
And it's on Liberty Island, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we figure out somebody who works there. See if there's anything that we can use as leverage. I'm sure they've got a lot of skeletons in the closet. We might be able to pull some information before we enact this plan.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We got to look into a few things, obviously, but
Oh, all right.
I'm not the best at coming up with the plans. I'm more of a make sure that things happen.
Oh,
I'm good,
I did have
good
a
at
question.
coming up with the plans.
Excellent.
I had a question. Just in case, whether or not you might have seen anything, somebody reported some weirdos in trench coats hanging out in this neighborhood.
Weirdo. Yeah, I think we've seen some trench coat people. It's been a while, but
They're
Big,
talking
bulky
about
folk?
Hawk.
No, not Hawk. Oh, that reminds me. Do any of you know who's been trying to steal him?
what?
Yeah, somebody
I'll
was.
give you one guess, Francis.
Well,
And steal would not be the word I would use. One of the things on my list to speak to you about is Hawk.
oh, that's you. Okay.
Steal would not be the word.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't work anyway. I reinforce him once every week. So
Yeah, that's why I would have gone in the negotiating route. That's where we are now.
yeah.
But I was going to do this privately. We can go about the rest of the business. I know you have something you want to tell us to do that's life-threatening.
Oh no, not yet. At any rate, I have some suspicions of some things that are going to happen, as evidenced by the Malks all going away and the Nos becoming a little quieter. Last time I saw something like that was in the 90s during the Sabbat War.
Oh. You think there's going to be a war? Is that what you're saying?
What would you call what was happening before now?
Not a Sabbat War.
You think
Wow.
there's going to be a Sabbat war, specifically Sabbat, not just a war of some kind.
Yeah, Sabbat don't care about rules. They don't care about anything. You weren't
There
here
was
for the
also
last
another
one.
time when. There was also another time. Real quick, Mr. Francis, how long have you been on this side of the fence? How long have you been in Anarch?
Oh, for decades.
Decades?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I will also tell you this. The last time the Nosferatu went quiet on that side of the fence is when the Second Inquisition hit.
Yeah.
So don't jump to conclusions just yet, but
Well, that's
let's
why
make
I
sure
don't have
that we have
anything.
all of our ducks in a row before.
Yeah, that's why I don't have anything for you to do. Although, keep your eye out if it is Sabbat. There's something across the street they might be interested in.
Yeah.
Couldn't imagine what.
So,
Hmm.
what are we going to do? Oh, right. As far as it goes, Hawk's really valuable to me. So you better be able to offer something really useful. I've invested a lot of time into him.
That is understandable.
I just want to say I'm not super comfortable with trading ghouls like property, but if that's what y'all got to do, then by all means, you do you.
Welcome to our life, Ollie.
Yeah, I've never been in your situation. It just seems weird to me.
Oh, as far as a human rights issue, it's not great, but you're not human. Neither am I.
That's fair. I don't know. Well, anyway, so what I guess the Prunella's question, what is it that you want for Hawk's, I don't know,
Employment
freedom?
contract?
Employment? There you go, employment contract.
Well, I would say Sage, but she belongs to someone else now.
Yeah, smart move on her part.
Hey, it's smart. I'm a little. I like this building. I like owning it. I mean, I had a whole set going, and I was kind of liking it.
How many units are in this building, Francis?
Just the 4 units.
Okay.
Do you
Fair
still
enough.
want access to the basement?
Well, like it, but I'm not gonna insist. This is your domain.
Well, I haven't touched the basement yet. I'm a little terrified to see what you've been working on down there.
Well, it's just a few little odds and ends, some discarded things. Nothing to worry about too much.
Too much is the key word there.
I may have warded the building against lupines.
How kind.
Great.
So don't invite any over.
Well, we only met one, and I don't even know where they are. We haven't seen them in months.
He got mad for no reason.
They're lupines. They're always mad. It kind of comes with the package. Anyways.
I mean, it wasn't no reason. It was our former roommate / neighbor / the second eldest, right? That's why he was mad.
Eddie.
Eddie. I'll call him Eddie. Yeah, it was Eddie pretending to be me.
Okay. Tell you what, Prunella, I think I figured out. You have to find me a replacement.
I have to go pick out a ghoul for you.
Someone with a similar level of skill and capability. You can train them yourself. You can get them used to being a ghoul. You can break them in. Like, you're used to handling animals. You know how that is.
Yeah, I'm no deal on that. And I'm just gonna... And I'm slowly becoming aware several other superiors owe us so bad. We played nice. You guys have been kicking us around, and then it's interesting when you find out that you should be treated so much better. So now I expect to be. And I'm not saying that you should just give them to me for nothing, but I do not accept your first offer. Because I think you can do better than that for how much nicer I intend to treat you if I get what I expect from how our doing really good at stuff should be expected to be treated.
This is a negotiation. Your friend Amelia will be glad to point this out to you, but this is the part where you make a counter offer. If you can't come up with one, I'll give you time to come up with a counter offer.
Yes.
I don't mind doing some dirty work for you, but I'm not going to go snatch some... Oh, God, you want me to talk to a human being, a mortal, who goes to the bathroom? I'm not capable of facilitating your request.
I have a question for you, Steve.
Yeah.
How are your connections to the black market, moving property?
Pretty good. Not as good as gold, but pretty good.
Fair. What about some priceless lost artwork that might be worth millions? Is that something that might be interest you?
Some of those might be worth billions.
I mean, 120. Yeah, some of them.
If you can, let me think about it.
Hold on, Ollie. I can't let you buy Hawk with literally invaluable, priceless heirlooms. I would say they're your heirlooms.
Look, you know what? I appreciate that, but I think it's better than the alternative. The other offer, they're just sitting there. They're not doing anything.
I'm in contact with a number of galleries in the area, some museums as well that are willing to run exhibits.
I haven't even spoken to Hawk. This might be pointless. Maybe he's happy with Francis.
Tell you what, we'll all step back and let the offers sort of percolate. You can talk to Hawk about it. I don't mind. He won't accept because he's really addicted to me.
Drugged, yeah. You drug him. I'm aware. I'm aware.
He'll look at the two ghouls in the room. I think you two know what I'm talking about.
Amelia will glance over at Ollie and with a slight smirk just say, yeah, I think we do.
For what it's worth, I treat him well.
I'm treated very well too.
Better than Cecil?
Well, Cecil was getting punished for sticking a stick in your chest.
That's fair.
So I didn't mind being a little mean there with you.
Well, it seems that we have a lot to talk about before we come up to the final decision. We'll be in contact, I think. I just
Okay.
need to figure things out with the rest of these.
Tell you what, I'm happy to work with you on this. I'm sure we can come to something. I do like all of you. I think you're grand.
Thank you. Thank you, Steve. We don't hear that quite enough, I think.
Well, I think you're pretty valuable to Barony here. Mr. Gold likes you.
Is anyone else left? You mentioned the Nos are hiding, the McCoys are gone. Some of the, I imagine, people who went with the other routes that was potentially an option might have decided to cut their losses and leave. Anyone?
Some of
else?
the Toreador are still left. Some of the most of the Bruja are still here.
Good. Okay, as long as the Bruja are still here, I like them.
There's a gangrel pack that's in the area, and there's one or two Zamitzi that I know in the area. They don't like to make much noise because people get very nervous when the Zamitzi are in the area.
You don't say.
I mean, as long as the one that is on leave doesn't come back anytime soon.
And there are 3 or 4 Caitiff running around.
Would you want the pack of gangrel to stay?
Sure.
How
I mean, they
allies are allies.
They tend to be standoffish. They don't want to be part of any club these days. But, they'll work with people on a case-by-case basis.
Where can they be found right now?
On the outskirts.
I wonder if Sully's with them.
West, north,
North.
south.
More of a northwest
Sully?
kind of thing.
Oh, Gangrel I knew before that schism happened. Haven't heard from him since.
Are you offering to make diplomatic overtures?
Possibly.
We can try.
You know, they don't tend to get along too well with Ventru in the past, but I trust
I could do the Bruja, but oh no.
No, you do pretty well. I'll let it go. If you want to take a shot, I'll get you an address. Okay? We could make that the deal. You succeed in getting them to swear to serve under gold, like everybody else in the barony, then I'll give you Hawk.
Doesn't hurt to try. Well, it might hurt, but not you, which is what's important.
Now you're getting it. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind taking risk. I've been here since the 90s. I've been here since the Sabbat War.
Keep saying that phrase, Sabbat War. How bad do you think that would be if it came to pass?
Who wants Newark?
That's a good question.
Territory is territory.
And it's a staging point to get into New York.
Yeah.
And a major harbor. Honestly, the general death rate for the city would go up by about 70% for the year, just by having them in the area.
You mean among our kind or among the kind?
Among the
Yes.
kind.
Okay.
And frankly, outside of myself, Gold, one or two others, nobody else is up to that. Most of the kindred in the area are young. Don't have that much power or experience. It's ugly.
Well, the best way to learn is by doing.
I like you. I've always said so. And as we get to this point and there's a knock on the door, I think it's a good time for a break.
Yes.
Reasonable.
We're going to take a break. We'll be away for 5-10 minutes at the most. And we'll be right back. we are returning once again to Newark by Night. And as we left, the door was being knocked on at the apartment. Steve has been in negotiations with the Misfit Coterie, which I think is sort of the unofficial name. Who's going to answer the door?
Oh, Ollie would be already moving towards the door. Sage can come with me if she wants, but Ollie's moving towards the door.
Sage is not liking this ghoul negotiation conversation. And is like, I'm going to... And she'll drag Bryce with her as well. Like, we're going over here. Amelia, you can come too. Let's all go greet everyone at the door.
Yeah, it's a party. I mean, kind of. Let's go. It's fine. Ollie would open the door.
Okay. And there is Alice in her punk rock outfit and hairdo, and Miranda. Sorry, things rearranged there for a second.
Come in. It's good to see you both.
Oh, hey, Ollie. And Miranda will give this sort of awkward hi.
Come on in. Steve is here. He's leaving shortly, though, I think.
I don't know. With how Prue's talking to him, it might be ages.
That's fair.
Oh, hello over there. He'll lean over. Oh, it's the newest toy in the city.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. It's the...
All
Have you
right.
met Miranda? Miranda, have you met Mr. Francis?
You can just judge by the look on her face that she has, in fact, met Francis. It's terrified of him.
You just look at her face. She's met him.
Fair. So, did you all finish your negotiations? Should we? Y'all want to see my art? I could show you my room.
Yeah, we're done.
Oh yeah, what fun! We'll think about the negotiations some more later. I look forward to seeing how you do, Prue. You know I am confident in your abilities. I have always liked you.
You're great too.
See, we get along wonderfully.
We'll see.
And he'll walk over. It's nice to see you again, Amelia.
Pleasure as always, Mr. Francis.
You are so polite. And he'll head towards the door, make his waves and hellos, and shakes Alice's hand, and then Miranda's as he's walking out the door, and continues out.
Sorry about the overlap in timing there.
Alice is like, that's all right.
Please make yourselves at home.
Yeah, once the door's closed, and she's like, that guy is the creepiest man I've ever met.
Right?
And will ever met.
I feel like
Hopefully.
I have a shower every time I talk to him.
You
He
probably
does have that look.
would.
We have showers if you must.
Miranda.
Did
Prunella,
Bryce put his shirt on at any point, by the way?
he just stood there shirtless
Yeah, he stood there shirtless the whole time.
in an apron,
In an apron, yeah.
feeding the cat. Just
Can you, as much as I enjoy the view, can you just go put on a shirt now?
Oh, yeah. And you can tell that as he walks by, Miranda admires the view as he goes into the bedroom.
Amelia's not phased. But she does tap her hand against the folder. A business before pleasure.
I was like, oh, yeah. Where do you want me to?
And Amelia will, basically pull out the contracts, just briefly go over everything that's in them, what's to be expected, yada, yada. All the legalese translated in a way that's easy to understand. But primarily, what she was focusing on is, we do this, we are going to be making a profit. It's going to be a little bit small at first. We might be in the red for a short time, but with these metrics, we will be in the black before too long.
Your projections actually show 6 months to a year.
And I will tell them that. 6 months to a year.
That sounds great. I'm just happy to get our stuff out in front of people.
Yeah, and I'm very glad that we've got something local, so I don't have to, travel into the big city to do these kinds of negotiations with.
Yeah, someday I'd like to go back in for Fashion Week, but yeah,
that would be nice.
Yeah, I kind of don't want to run afoul of the Toreador in the city. So,
It's damn city Toreador, right?
Right. And she'll sort of awkwardly wave, "Hi, Prue. How have you been?"
Good. I've been actually working on some designs for the last month. I'd love to see what you think.
Oh yeah. And she'll come over to wherever you keep your designs.
Prunella would go off and come back and have 2 or 3 sketchbooks, and she would just flip to where the designs are, and then open another book and flip to where the designs are, and then she would point at different sketches she did around other things. But everything she's pointing out and showing her is clearly inspired by Alice's style.
Excellent.
It is all punk rock.
Totally not giving me signals.
Everything about what Prue did is inspired by Alice.
Yeah, totally not giving mixed signals at all. But while you're doing that, Sage, Miranda actually comes over to you and says, I've been told that you kind of have a grasp on all the stuff that goes on. Have you seen a little girl with black eyes?
The ghost one?
Is
Is
she
this
a ghost?
conversation loud enough for
Yeah.
the rest of us to hear?
Yeah.
Sketchbook closed and focuses on, you see Annabelle?
Annabelle?
Sign right here.
Yeah.
Here.
That's what my previous
Initial these
employer
spots.
named her. She didn't talk, was really quiet, would kind of just stare at you.
Yeah, she was watching our place.
All right, so at least we know that she's not totally harmed if anything happened to her.
Well, she's not gone, but
Yeah,
that Liz girl could be using her like a puppet.
that's
So we don't
fair.
know whether it's good or bad that she's watching them.
That's
Normally
fair.
it's good, but now it could be bad.
And now you're Ollie's adopted child. Oh, Jesus Christ,
think-
man, Joseph.
Everybody who has sensed the unseen,
Yeah.
give me a wits and aspects roll.
Can't make that roll anymore. So upset.
I've only got heightened senses.
I got none of the aspects anymore. So upset.
So yeah.
Okay. 6 successes with a crit.
I feel Sage would try, not realizing her new powers have kicked in yet. So she'd be squinting real hard.
Why am I not seeing ghosts anymore?
She's just so frustrated. It's
Okay. So Ollie, and you can tell Alice and Miranda both turn to look as the sort of scrawny form of Cecil comes running through the wall, screaming, "Ah!" and he runs through another wall.
What'd you see?
Cecil's running and screaming.
From
Why?
where?
Cecil
To where?
running.
From over there to through that wall.
So Storyteller, from where is he pointing? In what direction?
towards the wall into the place that Hawk stayed.
So towards Hawk's apartment.
Yeah.
Which side of the building is that? Is that the blood secret side or the flesh tunnel side?
It's away from the blood tunnel side, but not from the blood secret side, but not towards the flesh
I mean,
the
tunnel.
flesh tunnel?
I'd run away
Yeah.
from the flesh tunnel too.
The flesh tunnel and the blood batch, I believe, were next to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, they're next to each other.
Yeah, they were both across
Yeah.
the street.
All this time, my brain's had one across the street and one next door to us.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're right across the street from the flesh tunnel.
But it's
Actually,
next
it's
door
more
to
like
the
a
flesh
corner thing.
tunnel.
It's more like a corner thing.
Okay,
So-
so it is one on one and one on a corner. It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I always thought. But I was like, wait, what?
Because we're right across from the flesh tunnel.
Yeah,
and
there's a
then we're-
road between us
Yeah.
and Flesh Tunnel.
Yes.
But I assumed that Secret Blood was actually on our side of the street.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's-
It's on the
He
same
was
side
running-
of the street as the church.
Mhm.
Yeah,
The
he's
Flesh Tunnel.
he's
The
running away
cathedral.
from that direction, the flesh tunnel and the secret blood place. He's running in a direction that would take him away from both of them.
Well, he ain't a lupine, so I don't think it's because of wards.
Ollie's gonna go over to the window and just sort of look out and see if he sees anything.
So when you look out the window, you see the oddest thing. There are 6 guys down on the street, and they are wearing what looks to be the biggest armor you have ever seen. Like enormous shoulders out to here. It looks like they're boots, maybe platform boots. The armor is huge. Like nobody is that big, but the armor is that big.
Are you
Did
looking
you
at a
see
group of
these?
fucking space marines?
I was about to say biohazard much.
Are any of you nerdy enough that you would know what a space marine is?
Well,
Let me hold on. Let me check
Andy
my...
is your
I
kid.
am Andy.
This is too close to arguments I've been having very recently in my personal life. We're not getting into this.
I would say, are we talking like StarCraft Space Marines?
Kind of like something that size.
I would say, given
Colonial Marines myself.
Ollie's age, he probably would have been in high school around the time StarCraft was really big, so he probably would recognize Space Marines.
Yeah, you would recognize it as space marines.
The player. Obviously, their age is showing now, because I don't know.
I don't.
So many things.
Stuff. Ollie would be like, "Why are there Space Marines on the streets? Do you see? Am I seeing this? Are you all seeing this too?"
Player has to Google this now.
Drew would go look.
All right.
You can't see ghosts, so
No, but there are 6 guys in what looks like enormous suits of battle
Enormous.
armor.
and you said in platform boots, so they look like
They look
heavily
like they're
armored Kiss
7
impersonators.
like they look like they're 7 feet tall and broader across the 2
And then
people.
let me guess, staring at our building.
No,
Oh God.
they're forming up in front of the building that the flesh tunnel is in.
Oh dear God. Yeah, Sage would have been like a
Are they
baby.
holding what look like guns?
Yes, but not
Do
real guns.
They have things on their back.
Yeah, some have flags.
Still, why six? The numbers aren't correct.
What are they? Are they gonna go into the flesh tunnel? Those 6
Is there
guys.
I hope.
Is there a cosplay convention in town I didn't know about?
I swear it's the street.
Could be a wits plus
swear.
intelligence.
All right. Wits plus
Um,
intelligence.
You know, I thought I could go a lot longer without doing that.
Actually,
I got 4.
Okay. Yeah. You you think there might actually be a small convention in town? That there was some cosplay going on.
And then there's Andy, and it's like, what New York cosplay Newark cosplay conventions?
New York cons are very popular for the Jersey folk. So Comic-Con, Anime Next. I'm trying to
Well,
think of all
Looking
the
up and
ones
down the
left.
street, are there any vehicles?
There appears to be a van and a pickup truck on the
Any
street.
markings on that van? Any symbols?
No, not really.
Particularly notable color scheme?
It's a white van.
Oh, white. I almost.
Yeah, it looks almost like the sort of thing you would rent for moving stuff.
We should
should
go
I
see
go
if
down
there's
there and
puppies
talk
in
to
there.
them?
Okay.
I'm gonna go make sure they don't go into the flesh tunnel.
Yeah, I think we all should make sure that nobody
Yeah.
goes into the flesh eternal cathedral, dark circus, and whatever other weird shit rents this place as a venue.
Well,
Well,
apparently,
before we do that, I'm going to make sure that this paperwork is nice and secure because I do have to get it sent out tomorrow morning.
Sure.
you do that. I'll get a head start.
Alice, Miranda, do you want to stay here?
Miranda should stay here. But she
Okay. Alice is like, I'll stay here with her. Are you sure you're okay with doing this?
I mean, they look like they're just cosplayers, I think.
Yeah, the last time I was in that building.
Yeah, I don't want to go in the building. I want to keep them from going in the building. If they go in the building, I'm letting them go in
Everyone
the
from
building.
going in the building.
That's the
Okay.
idea.
Bryce, hon, are you coming along or are you staying behind?
He comes out and he's got his shirt on and got a jacket. And he's like, "Do you want my help? I'll come." And you can see he has under his shoulder a pistol rig as he pulls the jacket on.
Cecil, Feather's not here, so if you want to panic in her old room, it's gonna be okay.
Come to think of it, that was kind of the direction he was headed. So he might be hiding in her room, her old room.
That just hurts more, you jerk. Would Gold have given Sage a pistol at this point?
Sure, I'll say he gave you a.
Yes, she's a gold gun girl. I was hoping for this.
Yeah, so she'll go grab hers and
Yeah.
put it in her, like, the back of her pants, like they do.
Nice
Yeah.
metric reference.
Yeah. As you guys head down, you come out, and as you step out the front of the building, you say, "For the Emperor, we must go inside."
You will not be going inside. That building is very condemned and very dangerous.
And
Prunella will run over there.
Sage is also running over.
and these 6 guys are in really great looking Space Marine cosplay armor.
And Ollie's gonna go stand like approach as well and go in front of them. Why are you going in there?
Why this building? Where's this convention? Y'all seem very far from wherever it is.
And one guy actually does because it takes him a second to take the helmet part off. He's like, yeah, don't worry about Bob. He's enthusiastic. Yeah, we were told that there's a photo shoot that's going to go on here. The guy who's supposed to take the pictures isn't here yet.
This guy got a name?
In the building?
Yeah.
What does this guy look like?
Do you have paperwork for that?
Do I need paperwork?
Well, the
I thought the
building
photographer would have the paperwork. His name's listen, it's kind of hard to get to my cards or wallet in this thing.
Prunella starts to go to help Frisk, and then she realized that this is not a Kindred or a ghoul, and she just kind of points at the.
Do you mind if I help you out?
Yeah, sure. I promise I'm not being a creep. It's down, and he'll point towards his hip area, hip crotch region. It's like the pants are underneath. You have to kind of slide past the tape.
I got it. Tiny hands, and she'll reach in and finagle around.
Okay. you can tell inside that suit he is sweaty as hell, but you do manage to get his wallet out.
I'm sure Ollie and Prunella can smell them.
And you see a card in there that says cosplay photography Xenios Taylor. Xenios Taylor.
Spell.
Does he have a
I'm guessing.
website? Can you get a picture of this guy?
Yeah, Sage.
He's got a Facebook.
Sage, as soon as she like pulls out the card, is like looking up his socials.
So you look him up on socials. There's not much, but there is some a fair amount of cosplay photography on his Instagram.
Are they all daytime, or does it look like he's photoshopped like they do for cosplay shoots to make it look like the setting the character is in?
It looks like most of them tend to be in themes, so you can't really tell for sure. Actually, give me wits plus technology.
Oh, that is a terrible pool.
Well, the good news is you don't have to worry about bestial fails or
3,
so.
which was all my dice.
I mean, you can see fairly standard Photoshop stuff, but it looks like he's taking pictures in places to enhance whatever the costume that they're in. Like if they're in a superhero suit, you can tell he's taking pains of taking shots in New York City. All of them do appear to be at night, though.
That's mainly what she was looking for.
Yeah.
Huh. And how'd you find this photographer?
He was at the con. He was handing out the cards first night, and he said he wanted to do a photo shoot after the convention. So,
In Jersey.
yeah. He said
In a
he had
residential neighborhood at... What time is it?
He points at the building, which you know is an abandoned warehouse.
Yeah, there's still apartments over here, bud.
I mean, yeah, Bob. I told you not to yell. You were going to wake the neighbors. Listen, we were just here to do a photo shoot, and you see a car coming down the street, and it stops. Anybody who's looking, give me a wits plus awareness.
At
You
about
got
this
heightened
time, I
senses.
suppose.
Heightened senses.
At
I can
about
add.
this time, Amelia will be making her way down and out the front door.
Wits and what?
Wits and awareness, and you can add your aspects if you have heightened senses.
Concealed objects, I'm guessing, does not apply.
No.
Okay.
We're not in the street. We're on the sidewalk.
We are burning that willpower because that was terrible, girly.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend willpower myself just to bump that up a bit. All right, cool. Well,
Sure, I'll spend a willpower too, because this is not like that pool. That's better. Okay, that's significantly better. Like I'm looking at like 9 dice, going, why do I have 2 successes? But now I have 5 successes.
That's why I was like,
1, 2, 3.
yeah.
4.
I only got 1, but we got better on the reroll.
Okay.
3.
So 3, 5, 5, 4. Okay. So all of you got a pretty good roll. Here are the things that you notice. 1, the car coming down the street. It's a BMW of some sort. The headlights are not on. And because you rolled reasonably well, everybody got 4 and above. You notice the driver, his eyes are black. And he has stopped and is looking at the sort of tableau going on there.
And you said his headlights are off, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so Sage is going to like wave to be like, hey, can you see us? Pretending she didn't see the guys are blackened out just to see the guy's reaction. Like trying to get his attention more so than anything. Like, hey, like your headlights are off, right?
And he sits there for a minute just watching you.
Is that your photographer over there?
They're like, oh, hey, I didn't see that guy. Kind of hard to see anything. Like, I don't have peripheral vision because of the shoulder pads.
Yeah, but now you can see him, yeah?
I can't. I mean, the lights are off. Maybe he had dark hair.
Does the driver have dark hair?
He does.
Wow.
Amelia's going to be the one to walk up and just gently tap on the window.
He turns and looks at you.
Are his eyes still black?
Yes, they are. And I need you to give me a roll.
Shit. I was just going to ask. No, keep going.
Let me make sure I've got. Yeah, I want to make sure I give you the right die pool here.
Sure.
I want you to roll composure plus resolve.
Is this a dominate or presence power?
It's a presence power.
Oh, most excellent. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I just want to make sure I've got
Ooh, okay.
tempered will. All right, 120.
And then Prunella throws a brick at the car.
All right, so let's see here. Always aware. Once per session, I may add 2 additional dice to the resistance pool, which I'm going to do here.
All right.
And what was it? Composure and resolve, or composure and intelligence? Okay.
Composure and resolve.
7, 9. And you know what? I'm just going to spend a willpower here. I've got a great pool, but I want to make sure that this shit is good. All right, so that's 9 with a crit.
Okay.
Oh, how fun!
So you feel from this guy when he turns and looks at you, his face shifts so that you can perceive a more bestial nature, and he bares his fangs as he almost growls at you, and you can feel like an almost preternatural terror begin to sink in. But you've been around Kindred for a while, so
I know what he's doing.
Yeah, and you focus and manage to push through and don't run away.
Oh, you must be here with the rest of them. That is a very, very convincing look. My goodness, you nearly had me fooled. I thought you were an actual monster yourself. Are you here with the other cosplayers? I don't know if you've got like a theme going on. I mean, those guys look like they're sci-fi, and you're.
All right, he is going to.
I'm just worried.
Turned and he kind of tilts his head when you don't run away, and he says with a very compelling voice, "Who are you?" Give me a intelligence plus resolve, I think. Let me double check.
All right. That was my once per session bit.
Another one I don't have, and I'm so upset now.
I've got 3.
Come on, just let Prunella throw a brick at the car.
I mean, Prunella can do what Prunella wants to do.
Yeah.
No one's stopping Prunella.
I doubt there's bricks.
You feel compelled to tell this man your name.
My name is Amelia.
It's nice to meet you, Amelia.
And who are you? Are you like? I'm sorry. This whole scene is just really weird. I thought like we might be waiting here, to see if something turned out over there. Oh yeah, I'm just wondering.
Are you the lapdog of the people who guard this place?
How long have they been talking at this point?
A couple of minutes.
Longer than one?
Yeah.
All right. Prunella would probably, is there something, she would throw something at that car. Is there?
All right, give me a Dex plus Athletics.
What are you throwing?
Like a rock. We're in front of a condemned building. I'm sure there's.
Sure.
I mean, I'm just wondering. I just want to get the visual. That's all.
Yeah.
There's also plenty of trash.
They just said that it's so dark out here they can barely see. So who fucking cares if I throw it?
I don't care if you throw it. I just want to know what I'm visualizing flying at this car. That's all.
That's what I was like. What's flying on the ground? It's a dexterity and
Athletics.
athletics.
No, don't encourage
Wow, that's like a
Tyler.
great pool. That's right. That's why I threw the fire extinguisher.
Yep.
She's good at throwing. If she hadn't been a doctor, she could have gone into baseball.
Um,
I'm going to activate prowess just in case shit gets real.
Okay.
If I see Prunella
And I'm
getting
not
ready
hungry.
to wind up, can I stop her?
I mean,
From
you
what?
could try.
Would disarming
it's
blows
something that
come into play
Masquerade
here?
says, throw a rock.
Are you going to attack Prunella to stop her?
I just imagine the scene being like this. Prunella's like rearing back and stage, just being like, "What the? No,
Like
not
you
yet."
can tell she's looking for something to throw.
I'm
Are
pretty
you-
sure it depends on how well this roll goes, whether or not she could be fast enough to stop me.
I don't think she would attack, but she would definitely try to like grab the wrist and be like, "We're not doing this." There's too
First,
many
tell
guys."
me what there is to pick up and throw.
There is a small piece of masonry that's about the size of my hand.
Is there anything bigger?
No. I mean, well, you've got a whole mess of space marines here. You could throw one of them, I suppose.
Hey, as a cosplayer, I a part of me is like, just throw the helmet, but like
The
I
helmet
I'll
is 3D
throw a
printed,
space
probably.
marine.
I could hear those guys go if I did that. Like,
But
whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a crit.
Sage, do you have rapid reflexes?
I do.
Okay. You can try and stop her. Do you?
She's going to.
Okay. If you can beat her roll.
What am I rolling?
I'm trying to save Amelia, and you're like, no, don't throw rocks.
You're not trying to hurt her.
I'm not trying to hurt her.
You're just trying to stop her from throwing.
I'm
it?
just trying to disarm her.
Okay. Well, then.
Don't take my arm off.
With the disarm specialty die as well.
So that is brawl and
Strength.
strength. It's a shame I can't blood surge. It's okay though, we got a crit. So 4, 5,
So
6.
did I. It didn't matter.
I got 7. It didn't beat.
How many did you get, Prunella?
5.
Oh, I did beat.
Yeah.
So
5 with a crit
Sage-
versus 7 with a crit. 7 wins.
Sage moves faster than people are supposed to move. And
Oh.
grabs the
I
rock.
didn't want to break any masquerades, but Sage is like, no, you can't throw rocks. Let's break the masquerade.
And you grab the rock from her as she's in mid throw, and she's like, "What the hell just happened?" And
Those space marines have low visibility anyway. It's fine.
Uh,
Now, lucky for us, we were in his peripherals.
yeah. The one you're talking to is like, what was that?
Oh, don't worry about it. And
Fire!
Ollie's gonna
Fire!
activate Daunt because why not?
Okay.
I don't think you need to worry about it. What I want you to do is understand that it's time for you and your friends to go. This building is condemned. It's not safe. I want you to leave so you don't get hurt. And I don't want you to damage those. There's like holes in the floor. You might just fall through.
Yeah.
It's looking
This
like
guy's-
it's a lot of effort.
This guy is purely mortal, so he is absolutely just like, oh god. Listen, man, all right, I don't need trouble. All right, guys, let's go.
I'm just trying to make sure you're all safe. That's
Look,
all.
I think I saw a Steak and Shake back that way. Let's go back to. Let's go. Let's.
Go get some
There's
steak and
walls
shake.
with very fun graffiti, like 6 blocks over. Take pictures in front of that.
And they proceed to all climb into the. The guy you've been talking to actually gets out of his armor, and so does one of the others, and get into the driver's seat of the vehicles and pile the stuff in the back. The others just climb in back while wearing the armor. And
No one gets into the photographer's car.
no one. And then they peel out, like not quite peel, but they're out real fast.
They press on the gas a little bit
Yeah.
heavy.
But the man, while this is going on, the man in front of Amelia is like, well, this has been enlightening.
Well,
Amelia. Pleasure to meet you.
I didn't get your name.
You can call me Xenios.
Xenios. Greek?
Very good.
Worked with a couple of clients from there.
Oh, yeah. Your friends managed to scare off my cover / lunch. So that's annoying.
Listen, I had no idea what was going on, but as soon as you tried to scare me off, I got curious.
Oh, that's all right. All right. Well, tell you what. And he actually gets hungry.
Oh, no.
He wasn't before.
Oh dear.
Uh-huh.
I'm still safe. Okay. He just said he wasn't before.
Uh-huh.
Just feeling a little.
I don't like that. I don't like when we meet them at
Ollie's gonna start walking over to this car now that these individuals have ran away.
Prunella's looking for another rock.
Yeah, and
Once they're gone, Sage will give the rock back. She just didn't want it while they were there.
hey,
Can't take care of Amelia and Prunella at the same time.
Amelia,
Yeah.
can you give me a Dex plus Athletics?
Oh no.
Oh no.
She takes off her own shoe.
All right. How the? That's 4 with a crit, and that was 2 10s. I have 2 dice.
Oh no.
Nice.
The dice want you to live.
They apparently do.
I'm gonna throw her shoe in a second.
So you just barely managed to move out of the way as the shadows around you start reaching for you.
God.
And those of you across the way can see the shadows along that side of the street have started
Should've let me throw the
writhing.
rock.
Yeah. The shadows are.
I'm not sticking around for this.
Okay.
Question, ST. Just our apartment building is domain, right? Not the street?
Actually, all the city blocks around you.
One of you go up there and let him know he's approaching on our domain.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna activate fleetness as I approach.
Okay.
And I am still not hungry, apparently. This is a good night for not being hungry. Yeah.
Amelia's going to... I was just going to say, Amelia's going to get behind Ollie.
And Ollie's going to definitely go around the other side of the car where the windows are and knock on the other window, the passenger side probably.
He'll look over at you. Is she your pet?
It's not important. I would appreciate you not harming her, but also you are trespassing, as it were. And I would appreciate you not trespassing anymore.
He looks at you. He looks at Prunella and Sage. You know what? Give me an intimidation check. Charisma or manipulation plus intimidation. If you want to add your presence pool, you can because you had Danto.
Okay. And can I use my coercion specialty?
Sure. I'll allow that.
We're just gonna go with this. That's cool. So it's a messy crit. And it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes.
8 successes.
Do you have a bad time to do Dawn?
Oh, it's already up.
No, I could do Dawn.
Go for it.
Just really be mean to this guy while just standing.
Double down on him. He's in our domain.
Okay. He looks at you and he narrows his eyes and it's not worth it for right now, but we will be back.
We.
Who's we? Who are you?
I'm Xenios.
And you
are... You're an X.
A soldier.
Soldier.
A fist of Cain. We'll be seeing each other again. Eddie steps on the gas.
Fist of Cain, does that have any relevance before I do a reaction or not on the gas stepping?
I'd say that might be an occult roll.
Yeah, occult with Kindred specialty if you got it. Intelligence or wits and occult.
I mean, I could roll wits. I guess. Sure, I'll roll wits. Why not?
Sage wasn't in earshot, correct?
No, probably not.
2 successes.
Then I can't assist.
But I heard it. Can I roll?
You were headed that direction, so yeah.
I walked with him, so I'm just like, I heard it.
Also, Amelia was right there, so if Amelia wants to make a roll, they can as well.
I did. It's a 4.
4?
Okay,
Amelia definitely. Yeah, Amelia, you know that's one of the groups within the Sabbat.
Yeah, that is.
Are you going to say that before he peels off or as he peels off? Because that's going to change what I do.
It's basically like he said Fist of Cain. Before we could really respond, that's whenever he steps off.
Yep.
And it's after he's gone that Amelia will inform.
Lame. But okay.
Like, literally, how am I going to inform you in that span of time? That level of information.
You could have just said Sabbat and I would have reacted, but it's fine. You're good. All right, fine. So yeah, I guess in that case,
This is
Ollie would
Amelia,
just let it. Yeah, it's
who
fair.
has to be calm at all
That's
times.
fair.
Oh,
That's fair.
damn it.
Does anybody try and chase him or stop him?
I mean, he's already gone, right? By the time we know he's the bot.
Were any of us able to get the plates long enough for him us to get the plate number before
Is
he
that another
healed?
wits and awareness?
Actually, I won't make you make a roll. If anybody can, with half their wits and awareness, get more than 2, then yeah, you can spot the.
My pool is 5 for that.
Mine's
Okay.
6. So
Mine's 9 with heightened senses.
So yeah. So enough people got the plate number. It is a fairly standard plate number. It's not like a vanity plate or anything.
Okay. Technical
Great.
difficulties.
Yeah. Apparently some technical difficulties. I apologize. I did not see as soon as they are back in, I'll put them back in.
There they are.
This is weird because, like, I looked over at the stream and I'm like, wait, why am I still streaming? I can't see anybody. You're all spinning circles.
But welcome back.
you.
So yeah, this guy just drove off, and you seem to have driven off the Space Marines.
So you said Amelia is gonna. Oh no.
Inform us after the fact.
After the fact.
Yeah.
I think we
Just,
lost.
and
someone
2
again.
successes was not enough to recognize that as a
There they are.
Sabat thing, right?
Okay.
No,
I am
I
so
mean-
sorry. I keep going in and out of consciousness.
Yeah. As far as
Those
it goes,
black things did a number on you. Oh my gosh.
I
I
mean,
know, right?
Ollie would know that Kane stuff is usually like religious weirdos of some sort. So
Without
So-
knowing it was Sabat, I probably wouldn't grab the bumper and rip it off and try to pop the tire or something. So
Yeah.
So you said Amelia would tell us
Hey.
after the fact.
yeah.
Yes.
So once Amelia
basically,
tells us, Prunella would text Mr. Francis, "Fists of Cain?" ?
Sage is already messaging Gold.
Okay.
sending him over the contact information from the card you got, I guess, or at least the.
Yeah, I'm sending the card information too, and a link to the socials.
Okay.
and while
Uh,
Amelia doesn't have like insider knowledge, she was in New York during the time the Sabat
Mhm.
War was heaviest and was there whenever it ended.
Yep.
Was this a group that operated in the area at the very least during
Sure.
that time?
Yeah. Like
So
brutal murdering, like they are shock troops.
Well,
They're
there's
the
there's a
worst of the worst.
clue. They were targeting people who were coming to a convention. So they're targeting people that aren't from this area, not locals, transient people. So if that's who they prefer to hunt, at least we know where we might be able to disrupt another meal.
After a moment, there are
Man,
2
I'm dead.
replies back to the text messages that are sent, which are probably very telling. Mr. Francis sends back, "Oh, good to know." Gold sends back, "Are you okay?"
We're fine. Nothing. We're fine. It got handled. They tried to grab Amelia when we got involved.
Okay. And as you are watching all of this, we're going to shift our perspective for a moment to a boat in the Atlantic Ocean. It's a sailing boat. And as you zoom in, as if you were on a drone watching from above, you see a bunch of bodies floating in the water behind the boat as it continues sailing through the night. And with that, I think we're going to call this section to a close.
Was it away
Wait,
towards the shore?
It was in the middle of the water.
There was
So it's not in sight of shore.
No.
So there's not east, west.
Do we know where the North Star is?
But we are actually going to wrap up this session, and we are back for season 2 of Newark by Night.
With a vengeance.
With a vengeance, indeed. So we normally go about this by everybody introducing themselves and so on. So we're going to start with Prunella and work our way around.
Hi, I am RageMouxe on socials that matter, and I play the Ventru reject Prunella, who has started embracing her Ventruness, obviously, but also seems to like being an anarch way more now. I don't know. I want to throw rocks.
Throw rocks.
no,
We're all just secretly Bruja. It's
If
fine.
I had thrown the rock, then this thing wouldn't have happened.
I mean,
Ollie?
I would have got to punch a Sabat, I suppose. Yeah, hi, I'm Wex, a Dark Path on TikTok. I play Ollie, the resident Toreador artist who's starting to realize that he actually is fairly good at being physical and when the events call for it. So
All
He's
right.
also really good at art. That's where I thought you were.
Yeah.
that's where I thought you
he's
were.
getting better at art. Okay, he's getting a little better at art slowly over time.
Sage.
Hi, I'm Sage. You can find me at any socials, DragonOfTheDarkRose. And I was the former Malkavian school, but now I'm the Baron school. That's gonna be
And what is the
fun.
Baron?
The Baron's a caitiff. Very scary caitiff man.
The Baron of Newark.
The Baron of Newark.
Yeah. And Amelia.
I am Andi Crimson. I play Amelia, Ollie's ghoul and legal advisor to the coterie. You can find me on my various socials at Andi.Crimson. And yeah, I've had a lot of fun.
Excellent. And I am Jeremiah McCoy, aka Basics of the Game. I have had the pleasure of running this game for over a year, and I love it. I love my players. I love running it. And we're back. We'll be back in about 2 weeks.
Mark your calendars.
Yeah, mark your calendars. We'll be back in 2 weeks. And everybody, thank you for coming and watching and listening to us be silly for a couple hours. And we'll catch you next time.
Bye, everyone.